Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly, maybe watching the world go by or reflecting on your life, and suddenly asking, is this it? Is this all I've got left? Or maybe you've felt like your days of adventure, excitement, or even self-discovery are behind you. Well, I want you to hear me loud and clear. It's never too late. You still have so much to offer, and your life is far from being a story of past glory. It's just the beginning of something new, a new chapter, a new purpose, a new opportunity to live on your terms. Today, we're going to talk about 5 life-changing lessons that can help you rediscover your spark, build new confidence, and feel your best once again. Whether you've just turned 60 or you're well into your 70s or 80s, the lessons I'm sharing today are all about shifting how you view yourself and the world around you. Now, I know it might sound a little cheesy, but life doesn't have to slow down when you hit your senior years. In fact, it can be an exciting time for growth, personal fulfillment, and enjoying the beauty of what you've learned and what you still want to experience. But, sometimes, we need a little reminder of just how much potential still lies ahead. So in this video, we'll be covering lessons that can breathe new life into your daily routine, boost your mental health, and most importantly, help you embrace this next stage with enthusiasm. Let's start with the first lesson, which might be one of the most important. It's okay to let go of the past. I want you to think about this for a moment. How often have you found yourself thinking back to the good old days? I'm willing to bet that many of you have had some beautiful, cherished moments in your past. Maybe it was raising children, traveling the world, achieving something significant in your career, or simply being younger and feeling more energetic. But as we get older, those memories can sometimes become a bit of a trap. We can get so caught up in wishing we could relive certain times that we forget to fully embrace the present. It's completely natural to look back on life fondly, and it's important to appreciate the moments that shaped who we are. However, one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself right now is the freedom to let go of the past. That doesn't mean forgetting it or rejecting it. It simply means acknowledging that your life today is just as meaningful as it was when you were younger. There's no need to keep holding on to things that are no longer serving you. Whether it's regrets, missed opportunities, or even just old habits that no longer fit who you are today, letting go creates space for the new. Imagine how freeing it could feel to stop comparing yourself to who you were years ago. You've evolved, you've changed, and you're still growing. When you let go of the past, you stop being a prisoner to those memories and start being an active participant in your current life. You start living in the present, not anchored to a time that can never be recaptured. And that brings me to the second lesson, which ties into this idea. You're never too old to set new goals. If you've ever thought to yourself, I'm too old to start something new, or I've missed my chance, I want to challenge that belief today. Let's talk about something that gets lost as we age, our sense of possibility. When we're younger, we're often encouraged to dream big and reach for the stars. But as we get older, we may feel like the clock is ticking, and the opportunities that once seemed endless are now slipping away. But I'm here to tell you, that's simply not true. Setting new goals is not only possible at any age, it's necessary for maintaining a sense of purpose and vitality. Think about all the things you've already accomplished. Yes, your life is full of achievements, but what would happen if you stopped striving for new things? What if you didn't allow yourself to continue dreaming? Life can feel a little empty if we stop setting goals for ourselves. It's about finding something to look forward to, something that gets you out of bed in the morning, something that excites you. Maybe it's a hobby you've always wanted to try but never had time for. Painting, writing, learning a new language. Or maybe you've always wanted to take that trip to a place you've never been. Or perhaps it's something even bigger, like volunteering, mentoring, or giving back to the community. Whatever it is, don't let your age be a barrier. If anything, your experience, wisdom, and maturity give you a unique advantage in pursuing these new goals. You've learned things along the way that can make the journey even more fulfilling and rewarding. And remember, goals don't have to be grand. They don't have to be about running a marathon or climbing a mountain, unless that's your thing, of course. Sometimes, the best goals are the ones that align with your personal interests and passions. Setting new goals helps you keep growing, learning, and discovering just how much you still have to give. Whether you want to take up a new hobby, learn a skill, or even shift your mindset, it's never too late to start. Now, moving on to the third lesson, and this one is crucial as we get older. Your health is your greatest asset, so invest in it daily. I know this might sound like a given, but hear me out. It's easy to get comfortable and forget that our bodies, while resilient, also need attention and care to continue functioning at their best. When we hit our 60s and beyond, We might not bounce back as quickly from a cold or injury, or we might notice certain aches and pains becoming more frequent. But instead of seeing these signs as a reason to slow down entirely, see them as a reminder that your health needs daily attention. This doesn't mean you need to be in perfect shape or follow some extreme fitness routine. What it does mean is paying attention to how you fuel your body, how you move it, and how you rest. Your health is the foundation for everything else in your life. Your happiness, your energy, your ability to pursue your goals, and your overall quality of life. Start with simple habits. Get moving every day, even if it's just a short walk around the block or a light stretch. Eat nourishing foods that give you energy and strength. Take time to sleep and rest well. And check in with your doctor regularly to make sure you're on top of things. Your health isn't something to be taken for granted, especially as you get older. By taking small steps each day, you'll be investing in your future self. Now that we've touched on letting go of the past, setting new goals, and prioritizing your health, I want to leave you with something to think about as we transition into the next part. The journey of growing older is a beautiful one, but it comes with its own unique challenges and opportunities. It's up to you to decide how you want to embrace this stage of your life. As we move forward, we'll dive into 2 more life-changing lessons that can truly help you live with greater joy, confidence, and purpose. So, stick around, because there's still so much to discover. Now that we've explored how important it is to let go of the past, set new goals, and invest in your health, let's dive into the next 2 lessons that can truly change how you live every day. These lessons are about building resilience and embracing the power of connection. After all, life is a journey, and the way we navigate it, how we deal with its challenges, how we connect with others, can make all the difference in how much joy we experience in our later years. Let's start with lesson number 4. Resilience is more important than ever. I'm sure many of you have faced difficulties over the years, whether it was the loss of loved ones, health challenges, or unexpected changes in life. It's a part of living, and no one escapes those trials. But as we get older, we have something incredibly valuable that younger people might not yet have. The wisdom that comes from overcoming adversity. We've faced challenges, we've stumbled, we've gotten back up again, and we've survived. But that's not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of difficulty. One thing I've learned over the years is that resilience isn't something we're born with, it's a skill that we develop. And it's a skill that's absolutely essential as we age. The ability to roll with the punches, to bounce back after setbacks, and to keep moving forward, even when it feels hard, is what helps us stay mentally strong. It's what allows us to maintain hope and optimism, no matter what life throws at us. Resilience doesn't mean we don't feel the pain or the frustration. It doesn't mean we're immune to disappointment or sadness. What it means is that we have the strength to keep going. And when we keep going, we find that we are capable of so much more than we ever thought possible. Resilience helps us maintain our sense of purpose, even on the tough days. It reminds us that we have the tools to adapt, to learn, and to grow, even when life doesn't go according to plan. So, if you're feeling like life has thrown you a curveball recently, whether it's a health issue, a loss, or just the challenges that come with getting older, I want you to remember that you have what it takes to overcome it. Your strength is not just in the victories you've already had, but in your ability to keep moving forward with grace, courage, and the belief that there's always a way through. And this leads us to one of the most powerful ways we can bolster our resilience: the power of connection. This brings us to our 5th life-changing lesson, and it's something that really holds us all together. Never underestimate the value of relationships. As we get older, there's often a tendency to retreat, to spend more time alone. Maybe you found yourself spending more time at home, or perhaps you've experienced changes in your social circle. Family moving away, friends passing on, or maybe just the natural shifts that come with getting older. And yet, studies continue to show that strong social connections are absolutely essential to our well-being. In fact, they're one of the most important factors in maintaining both physical and mental health as we age. The value of relationships, of having people to share your life with, can't be overstated. These connections give us a reason to smile, a reason to laugh, a reason to keep pushing forward. Whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or even a community group, the act of sharing experiences and spending time with others is a lifeline for mental health. It helps ward off feelings of isolation and loneliness, which can often creep in as we get older. But the truth is, relationships aren't always easy. They require effort, vulnerability, and time. They require the willingness to show up for others, even when you might feel like you don't have the energy. But here's the thing, you are never too old to make new friends or rekindle old ones. The power of connection isn't about having a huge social circle. It's about meaningful, authentic connections that lift you up, that make you feel valued, and that remind you of the beauty of human interaction. If you haven't seen a friend in a while, or if you've been thinking about calling a family member you haven't spoken to recently, I encourage you to reach out. Whether it's a simple phone call, an invitation to coffee, or even joining a class or social group in your community, these little steps can make a world of difference in how you feel each day. Sometimes, the simple act of sitting down with someone and talking about anything and everything can be just what you need to lift your spirits and recharge your energy. And don't forget, the most important relationship of all is the one you have with yourself. It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, to focus so much on other people and responsibilities, that we forget to nurture our own needs. Make time for yourself, too. Take up a hobby you enjoy, spend time reflecting on what makes you happy, and give yourself permission to rest and recharge when needed. As we approach the final lesson, I want to pause for a moment and remind you of something powerful. Your life is yours to shape, no matter how old you are. The choices you make today, about how you care for yourself, how you nurture your relationships, how you think about your goals, will directly affect your tomorrow. This is not just about surviving as you age, it's about embracing this stage of life with a sense of adventure, self-love, and connection. Now, let's talk about the final life-changing lesson. It's about embracing your true self. And this is one of the most freeing realizations you can have as you move forward in your life. Now that we've explored the power of resilience and the importance of staying connected, we come to the final life-changing lesson. Embrace your true self. As we get older, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others or holding on to old beliefs about what we should be doing or should be like. But the truth is, life is too short to live according to someone else's expectations or to hold on to an outdated version of yourself. The beauty of getting older is that we've had time to learn what truly matters. We've experienced enough of life to know that it's the authentic, unfiltered version of ourselves that brings the most joy and fulfillment. And yet, as we age, it's easy to start doubting our worth or feel like we don't measure up in some way. Maybe you're feeling like you're too old to try new things, or maybe you're worried that you've missed out on opportunities because of your age. But I'm here to tell you that it's never too late to embrace who you are, to be unapologetically yourself, and to live a life that truly reflects your heart's desires. You see, embracing your true self means letting go of the societal pressures to look a certain way, to behave a certain way, or to be in a specific stage of life. It means celebrating your quirks, your experiences, and everything that makes you uniquely you. This stage of life is the perfect time to let go of any outdated expectations and to fully step into the person you've become after all these years. You've earned the right to be yourself, to make choices that bring you joy, and to live life on your terms. Take a moment to think about the things that make you happiest, the things that bring you peace and fulfillment. Is it spending time in nature? Painting? Reading a good book? Maybe it's traveling to new places, learning new skills, or simply being around people you love. Whatever it is, embracing your true self is about prioritizing those things, no matter what others may think. And I promise you, when you do, your life will feel more meaningful and satisfying than ever before. It's important to remember that you're not alone in this. There are many others out there who are also rediscovering themselves at this stage of life. And that's a beautiful thing. The older we get, the more we realize that life is about doing what feels right for us, regardless of what others may expect or say. It's about letting go of self-doubt and confidently stepping into the fullness of who you are. This is your time to shine. And while we're talking about embracing your true self, I want to address something that many of us face as we age. The fear of being judged or overlooked because of our age. It's easy to feel like society doesn't value us in the same way it values younger people, especially with so much emphasis on youth and appearance. But here's a powerful truth that I hope you take to heart. Your wisdom, experience, and perspective are incredibly valuable. The lessons you've learned over the years are priceless, and they give you a richness that can't be matched by youth. You have something special to offer the world, no matter your age. The next time you feel invisible or like you're not being heard, remind yourself that you are a treasure trove of experiences, knowledge, and wisdom. You have a lifetime of lessons to share, and it's okay to step into the spotlight when the moment calls for it. Never hold back your true self, because the world needs what you have to offer. The confidence to embrace yourself comes not from external validation, but from within. It comes from knowing that you are enough, exactly as you are. Now, let's take a step back for a moment. If you're watching this and feeling a bit uncertain about embracing your true self, I want to encourage you to take it one step at a time. It doesn't need to be a grand transformation overnight. It could be as simple as saying no to things that drain you and yes to things that bring you joy. It could be as small as allowing yourself a few moments each day to just be, without pressure or expectations. The more you practice this self-acceptance, the more natural it will feel. At this stage of life, you have a precious gift: time. Time to spend with those who matter most to you, time to explore the things that make you feel alive, and time to reflect on how far you've come. And as you move forward, I want you to remember this. The most important thing is that you feel good about who you are. When you embrace your true self, you'll not only feel more confident, but you'll also attract more positive, supportive energy into your life. People are drawn to those who radiate authenticity, and that's exactly what you can do. Be unapologetically and wonderfully you. So, as we wrap up these life-changing lessons, I want to leave you with one final thought. You have the power to create the life you want, regardless of your age. Embrace your resilience, lean into the power of connection, and above all, be true to who you are. Life is far from over, and you're just getting started. The best chapters are still ahead of you, and they're waiting for you to write them. I hope these lessons have inspired you to live with greater confidence, purpose, and joy. Remember, your best life is not defined by how many years you've lived, but by how you choose to live each day. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about what you've learned in your journey and how you're embracing your true self. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell for more uplifting content. Here's to embracing every single day with confidence, love, and a deep sense of gratitude for the beautiful journey ahead. You've got this.